We are at Sure Tech in, I think, Avon Lake, and we are here because a couple of my students came up to me and Mrs. Cleary, which is who I team teach my visual media class with, and they wanted to do a duct tape project, and they wanted to do large-scale animals out of duct tape, and we said, wow, that's expensive. So Elizabeth Cleary, who is my co-teacher, wrote duct tape and asked them if they would be willing to donate some duct tape to us so we could go to the zoo and create a large-scale animal out of duct tape. And they, in turn, wrote us back and said, how about you do our float for the annual Duct Tape Festival? And so we're partnered up with Duct Tape, and we're here to get a sense of how they make duct tape, what it's all about, and also pick up our thousands and thousands of rolls of supplies for duct tape today. And we're going to be creating their float for this summer. They asked us to create a design that would do duct tape through the time, because this is their 10th year of doing the festival, and so they wanted it to reflect the years that duct tape's been around. So we came up with a Back to the Future theme, so we're doing the Lorean from Back to the Future. It's going to be large, it's going to go on a huge trailer, and we're going to have film reels coming out of it from all the different decades with things like that are popular from that decade. So like the 80s, it'll be like a hairspray can and different things that you would find then, and they're going to be three-dimensional popping off of the film reels while the car is driving down the street. They are amazed by all the artwork. They are super excited to work with duct tape. All of our kids love duct tape. I don't know anyone that doesn't love duct tape. And I think we've been dying to get this started. So we had this set up very early in the school year, and we're chomping at the bits to go. So they're really excited.
We are celebrating the Avon Heritage Duct Tape Festival for a decade this year. 10 years we've been celebrating everything duct tape on Father's Day weekend. It's a big part of our company's culture to work within the community and give back to the community, as well as embracing with education. It's important to watch the students grow, and we like to be a big part of that. They came to us asking us for tape for another project, but we kind of spinned it into a joint effort, where they can help us as well as us helping them in their education process. So we went to them and gave them the theme to our festival, and they came back to us with a phenomenal sketch and idea to execute for us.
Well, here we are. It's 3 months since we were at the duct tape factory in January, and we are cruising right along. The kids have had an extraordinary time with the duct tape. There's been some hate-love relationships going on. Each of the kids have all been working very hard. We have, almost 27 kids working on this project, and they are in depth with different parts of the project. We have some kids who are finishing duct tapers, who know how to work the duct tape at the end. We have duct tape artists who are creating panels. We'll see those in a little bit, but we're getting pretty close to being finished. We're hoping to have it done here in May, and the bits and pieces that we're working on right now are just like the detail portions of the duct tape. Here you can see an example of one of the decades. The theme of Duck Tape's parade is Decades of Duct Tape, and we're doing all 10 decades that duct tape has been in business for their main float, and using every single duct tape color and pattern. And of course the original gray duct tape, which the DeLorean has. The process of putting it together has been quite an ordeal. A lot of testing out, finding different samples, working with the duct tape, seeing how it works the best. Here we have the panels that'll be part of the film strips for each decade. These are just a few of them that are already completed. Each one of the students has been completing multiples of these different panel sections, and each object is from a different decade. So the objects you're seeing on each panel are 1930s, 1940s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and so on. And each of these objects is either an iconic person, a thing, toy, food, images, posters, people from each of those decades. And these are all things that were going on and people doing things during those different duct tape decades. So we're super excited about getting these attached and letting people see these as they are all getting their pictures taken with the float. When the parade's over, it'll be back in front of the high school. The whole float will probably travel around to trade shows. So it's endless what duct tape will do with this when they have it in their possession. So we can only wait and see what happens.
This is our finished product for the Duct Tape Festival. It is the DeLorean from Back to the Future. It has a moving steering wheel that you can play around with. There are lots of fun artworks and details inside of it. It took us over 1,300 rolls of duct tape to produce this. It is 17 feet long, 7 feet wide, and 8 feet tall. Taller now that the doors are up. The wheels are going to be on a mechanism that will flip it twice every minute, so it looks like it's taking flight like it does in the movie. Each one of these artworks is represented through the reel that it's attached to. So this is the 1970s, so you have Atari, you have Star Wars, Light Bright, anything that we found that was relevant during that decade. We have 10 different decades, over 50 pieces of artwork that's included on or in the car. We're just finishing up touches with putting some smoky clouds underneath, so you won't really see that part. We're ready for the parade. Yeah, it's going to be June 15th at 10 o'clock in Avon.
We're done.
Woo! We're done. We did it.
It's
5
over.
months. Good job, kids.
Get ready for the festival.